Welcome once again to the glorious Peak District, more specifically Monsal, just at the side of the spectacular looking Headstone Viaduct there. So I'm out today with my friend Ray. Ray's back once again, oh yes. And we just come out for a wander basically. Came out for breakfast, had a coffee, and we've had a nice wander along the Monsal Trail here. And as you've just seen, this is the maiden flight of my DJI Phantom 4 in the Peak District. And we've tried to capture a few nice little angles. And it's quite windy today, but it can handle it. It can handle it very well indeed. So, I mean, the reason why we're just walking along the trail is because in my excitement of getting the drone ready, I forgot my walking boots. So we're only sticking to non-muddy sections. So I think it's just going to be a walk along the trail for a while and then back, and definitely a coffee at Hassop Station. I am parched already, Ray. What about yourself?
Definitely, yeah.
Definitely parched. And you know what? I've been dreaming about flying a drone around here, trying to be as responsible as possible, might I add. That is one of the things that I'm going to have to be, or will be, responsible, not flying near people or anything like that. But as I was standing here, I did realise that there is some chains. I'm not sure if they're support chains or anything like that under each of the archways. I mean, I would love to get a shot underneath there, but there's some chains hanging down. I don't want to hit anything. Although the Phantom 4 does have collision avoidance technology, but yeah, it's not worth risking it at the moment anyway, until my skill level is built up a bit more. Okay, so back onto the trail, and we're going to head down towards Millersdale now and see how far we get before the rain arrives. Cressbrook Mill. So we're now walking through Cressbrook Tunnel. It's such an amazing cycling route and walking route. We chose this today mainly because, I'm just going to get out of the way of the dripping there. We chose this one today because it is going to rain around about 2 o'clock, so we thought we'd do a low level route. It's got plenty of cover. But that was interesting flying the drone back there. I did obviously make sure there was no one coming or anything like that, and I was in full control at all times. Back out in the daylight once again. It's raining ever so slightly, but that's not a problem. Well, in between the showers, it's beautiful. The sun's finally come out again. I think this is my first walk in the Peak District for around about 2 weeks or so. Last week, on my days off, we went to Ireland. My girlfriend and I, we went to climb Carron-Two Hill, the highest peak. That video will be the one just before this, and I'll link that in the description. We went over for 4 days and did like a grand tour. We hired a car, went down to the Kerry Mountains in the southwest, and then went to the Wicklow Mountains just south of Dublin, and that is beautiful there. I managed to fly the drone there as well. But today is the first flight with the drone in the Peak District, so first of many hopefully. It'll certainly add a new angle to the videos. The River Wye flowing in the bottom. And we're heading to Millersdale. Hopefully we're going to walk back along the bottom of the river on the way back and then rejoin at the Headstone Viaduct once again. So we're just crossing the bridge and we're about to arrive at Millersdale Station, and we were hoping that the shop or perhaps the ice cream van was going to be there, and we've just seen a lady with an ice cream, so we're very happy. I want that job. It is a race against time to eat this as fast as possible. The ice cream man there is a lovely guy, but it's a race against time. And we're back on the trail again now. Happy to report that there was no serious accidents with the ice creams, although in my haste to eat the thing before it went everywhere. I did spill it on my camera, so I had to go into the toilet facilities and kind of dry it off a little bit. I got it all in the viewfinder at the back. But the rain's just started, but we're back on the trail. We're going to head down to the river in a moment at Litton Mill and then walk along towards Cressbrook Mill. So we've just left the trail now and we're heading down towards Litton Mill. It's beautiful down here now. Let's change the ISO a little bit on the camera. There we are. Should look a little bit better. Here we are. So here we are at Litton Mill. We're walking through the grounds. I know a lot of these are holiday cottages now as well, so it can be a really nice place to stay. You're right in amongst the action in the White Peak. It'd be nice to have one that faces onto the river, or faces onto that'd be nice. It's really nice to take this lower route. Instead of walking up on the trail where it can be quite busy, you usually get this place to yourself. Well, coming midweek you certainly do. And I was here one morning, it was really quiet, and there was a heron fishing, diving in and out of the river. It was fantastic. Hopefully we can walk along the bottom of the limestone cliffs when we get towards Cressbrook, because sometimes that path is flooded, but there is an alternate route. So we've just passed the point of no return, the point on the trail where if the river just round the corner here is too high, you can double back and go up and over the top, but fingers crossed it won't be too high. There has been a lot of rain lately. It's opening up a wee bit now. Some lovely limestone cliffs there. This is where the path floods. Thankfully we're okay. We're okay for now. We've had to take the high road. It's a bit of a quagmire down there.
Definitely walking boots next time.
Definitely walking boots next time. I better not forget them. So we're nearly at Cressbrook now. You can probably just hear the weir over there. Well, that was nice, isn't it? It's like a mirror, almost. I think that's the rain arriving there again. Those clouds look a little bit ominous. Not to worry. So here we are at Cressbrook. Cressbrook Mill is just over there. And here is the huge weir. Some nice rapids down there. There we are, Cressbrook Mill. Here we are, back on the trail. We're back at the viaduct once again. Coincidentally, Ray and I camped up on Fing Cop. Is that about 2 years ago, Ray? Something like that?
Yep.
I think it was, yeah. Right at the top there. With amazing views of the viaduct. Here we go, back in the Headstone Tunnel. Well, it's turned into a nice afternoon. Now the rain's passed. Ray and I did a good deed for the day. We helped 4 DFV hikers, and they were about a mile off course, something like that. But I'm not sure if you're supposed to help them or not, but we did. I felt sorry for them because it had been raining. Here we are, Hassop Station. You know what time it is, don't you? Got to be coffee time, Ray.
Definitely. You're paying.
So we flew the drone past here earlier on, and I was craving a coffee, but it's definitely time now. Definitely time for a coffee. Coffee, cake, has to be done. We're on the road again now. Back to the car at Bakewell. Here we are. Here we are, back at the car. According to the Apple Watch and View Ranger, it was around about 14 miles. All we did was walk from the bridge here at Bakewell down to Millersdale and then back. Obviously we took the little detour down in the valley near Litton Mill and back up at Cressbrook. But it was a really good walk, I really enjoyed it. And it was nice to get the drone out for its maiden voyage in the Peak District. Even though it is a little bit windy, it did me proud. Okay, so links in the description for everything that I've mentioned today. As always, thanks for watching, commenting, subscribing, and I will see you very soon again in the Peak District.